So I got a text from a great and good friend of mine.
Okay.
For some reason.
Yeah.
Wait, man, I got
there. Thank
a
you.
little delayed. Got to play the game here. Who for some reason listens to this every day.
Oh,
So at 8:02.
do we want to save it for just doing the mailbag? Because we got a good one or an extensive one.
Sort of. This is a really short thing. But sure.
Yeah, let's just do
She's
mailbag.
basically taking you to task, which is why I like it.
Taking me to task?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Come on, you got a dentist appointment to get to.
That's
Old
right.
Man.
Mailbag. We got a message.
What if it's a female? Oh, that would get us in trouble. Wouldn't
See,
it?
don't. So I was going to say, don't take it there.
Never mind.
So we got a message I couldn't read, and I looked at it.
What?
Said,
You went to Edina, didn't you?
No, it's clearly Arabic. They didn't teach Arabic in Edina.
What's clearly Arabic? Is that like a
No, it was
like
Arabic.
Tom Cruise doing Arabic?
I could tell just by looking at it. From
That it was Tom Cruise doing Arabic?
Atullah Obaidi, I believe.
Okay. Did you translate said thingy?
Well, at first I couldn't figure out how to get it translated. Then I finally got it translated, and I was thinking the bit would be if I couldn't get it translated, I would say, well, either, oh, thanks, man, same to you, or same to you. We could give you two answers, right? Well, then I got it translated.
Okay.
Peace be upon you. I hope you are healthy.
Thanks.
I said thank you.
You too.
Yeah, exactly. Isn't that sweet? That's kind of nice. And so then let's see. You have one and I've got four. Well, how do you want to do this?
I want to do mine last.
Okay,
cool. We have to explain a little bit about how things work here.
Okay.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Apropos.
Hey, Brady retired. One more goat gun.
There we go. Titter episode 295.
Another goat bites the dust. 295. That was one of my favorites.
That's where we were talking about Doug the potato from New Zealand. And
see, I told you it was one of my favorites.
A world record one.
Yeah.
From Patrick Reed, our man in Liverpool.
Go get him, Vladdy.
Doug the potato, treated like one of their own. A chip off the old block. Yeah.
Oh, just go to your room, dude. That was good. I groaned inside. That was funny.
From my brother Chris Combs, no relation.
Yep.
Same thing. You remember what he did is he pulled it out of the ground, couldn't figure out what it was. He thought it was a fungus, so he scratched it and then he tasted it. Right? Remember that?
Yeah.
Chris says, so it was scratch and lick? Yes, it was.
It's a new game from the Minnesota Lottery. Oh, no, we wouldn't do scratch and lick. We'd be afraid you'd get COVID.
Right. Now, apropos of episode 296.
Speaking of which, did you see they expect billions of dollars more to be gambled on the Super Bowl this year because it's legal?
Oh, yeah. Who's surprised? Well, at least
okay. All of you who didn't see that coming, raise your hand.
Yeah, but at least it's out in public because a lot of the other gambling was done.
Yeah, no, there'll be none of that.
Yeah, it was done illegally.
That won't happen any longer. Now that it's legal, everyone will do it legally.
I remember that one season it came on. I think I won the first two in the football pool, and then I couldn't play anymore. I think Wayne told me, "You're not playing anymore."
Wayne David was a hoot. He was nuts, but he was a hoot.
Yeah. So apropos of Titter episode 296, where we were trying to get the plural of justices.
Justice-I.
And we came up with just I, and he said the court was just eyes. And this is from Chris, my brother.
They're voyeurish in that way.
In that way, they listen and
peek. Think of them as peeping courts.
Oh, good Lord.
Yes, he is.
I just read this one.
So you don't do the first rule of radio, and that is know your material before you present it?
I had not seen this one. This one from our man in Liverpool.
So you're going to go yes.
Yes, Patrick Reed.
All right, Vladdy, what'd you do to him? Because he's holding his head and looking in great pain. Well, you can see that if you're watching on TubeView.
Speaking of smart exam answers.
Uh-oh.
This is true from my son in a history exam. So
Oh,
the kid is just like the old man. I swear to God.
oh my.
What was a major consequence of the falling of the Berlin Wall? It
Yeah.
said,
And we quote,
dust.
that would be one of the major consequences.
I kid you
I
not.
personally think the chunks would have been a bigger consequence, but
Yeah, not bad for that.
you can argue here or there.
I just thought that was okay. That's everything I got.
So this morning I wake up and you can tell I don't check my phone very often because last Saturday we were talking about the new Reacher on Prime, which I enjoyed. I'd never read the books, but everyone said, Tom Cruise is okay, but Reacher is supposed to be this big behemoth of a man.
Supposed to be a
Tom
giant.
Cruise is not.
No.
And if you watch Reacher on Prime, this guy's a behemoth of a man.
He's huge.
So much so, one of the lines was, just don't die. It'd be like missing two people, with your size.
There are a few of those. Did you happen to binge the whole thing all at once too?
I made it all in one day.
Me too.
You know how many times I've done that with a series?
Oh, man.
Once.
Yeah.
I have never done that before. I just couldn't stop. And
It's
actually,
not like the acting's all that great, but the
It's okay.
storyline's pretty compelling.
I like the storyline. The actors were competent. They were good. I like the
competent,
Reacher guy. He pulled his off really well.
He seems like he's on the spectrum.
You know what I mean?
With his
It's like,
ability to deal with human beings and all.
I have no connection here. And I try to be nice sometimes.
Right?
Personally, I would like an entire series with the cop, the lady cop. She was like Roscoe. She was way cooler. Anyway,
I really liked her.
so Jeannie hadn't seen it. And yesterday I get Reacher season 1, pretty good. And then I get this one this morning, no podcast this morning. And because I am so timely in checking, it was just before you and I got here. I said, I'll check. So before I could even check, never mind, he just posted it. Tell Scott, please don't oversleep. It screws with my schedule.
Well, Deanie,
And have you met Dee Dee?
I don't know.
I forget who you've met and who's like put fatwas out on you.
And I'm
Don't
very
mess with
sorry if
Do
that
not
happened.
mess with that girl's schedule.
Oh, apparently not.
No, because she will hunt you down first. She will hunt me down. And now we're back to Reacher. If you remember what happens to people who are hunted down, she would do that to get information.
So a lot of people are going to end up dead. Already started.
Already started. Oh, line of the series right there. No. But Reacher's still in there. Don't worry. Don't worry. How can you say that? He's Reacher.
He's a Reacher. Just don't worry. And I love the way he comes walking out like, yeah, whatever.
No, that was fun. Well, we should get paid from Prime for that, man.
Yeah, really. Okay. Do you want to?
Oh, and Deanie, see, I told you I'd tell him.
Yeah, there you
Of course,
go.
this will be now knowing how this works, right? Todd, we record these. Todd posts them. Scott posts them. You're the other Todd, the Scott one. Scott will post them, and if they're not up in time, Deanie will have a fit and tell me. And then I'll write to Scott, and he'll say, "Oh, yeah, well, whatever," and fix it.
Well, a couple of times that's happened. And this actually, if this happened last week, that wasn't me. She probably needed to refresh her browser.
But yet, it was this week,
How could it be
Today.
this week?
just now.
Oh, yeah. She needed to refresh her browser because that was up 2 days ago.
So Deanie's trying to say it's your fault.
Yeah, Deanie, let me just say it's your fault.
So
I'm
if you
not
need-
afraid of you because you're not here.
If you need an address, I got one, and there
Listen,
don't have
you.
to be any hot pokers or nails driven through body parts. Nothing like that.
Should I check the oil while I'm under the bus?
Could you? Oh, you
yeah,
did.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Dink.
Twerp.
Poop head. See, you had to go there.
I didn't have to. I chose to because that generally ends things because you can't think. Because when you start thinking, how far will he go? You know where it's going to end up. There's a string of words I can put together that are not pretty. I don't know what half of them mean, but I can use them.
Okay. Do you want to tease or shall I?